Thank you for tuning in to TTV. I'm your host, Toya, and today is Freedom Fridays. And I'm really talking about more of our finances. So, I realized that Monday and Friday always correlated as far as the topic goes. So, I just combined those two, and I figured I would make Fridays about your finances and how to improve on that because it's something that I'm going through right now that I'm learning. And so, as I learn, I want to share it with you. So one of the things I did learn was that it was through a TikTok video where I saw this guy. He was interviewing this, older white rich man, and he asked for a piece of advice. And what the guy told him, he said, "I don't own a debit card." He said, "I never allowed my children to get debit cards." He had boys, but he said, "I never let my boys get debit cards." And as soon as he said it, it was like in my head, it was like click, click, click. Oh, and so since then, I don't use my debit card unless I don't have a choice. Okay, that's really the only time, and I don't know when I will ever have not a choice to use it because it's a MasterCard or Visa, just like a MasterCard or Visa. So I should always have that option. But the reason behind it and the thought process behind it is that you don't get any extra benefit. So when you use cash, you use that cash, it's spent, it's gone, that's it. But when you go and you have these different credit cards, like there's all of them that give these cash back, or they give mileage, or they give you something for using their card. And it hit me because, Discover gives you cash back. I think it's 1.5% cash back. I have a Sam's Club credit card, and it's basically 1 to 5% cash back depending on what it is I'm doing and where I'm at. Like if I go to Sam's Club and I use my credit card, that's 5%. Because I get 3% for it being Sam's Club and another 2% for using the card. So you get all these benefits and it ends up being money back to you. So whatever you're spending it on, you're not actually paying that price for it. It's kind of like when you go out of the country and you have to, spend whatever currency it is there, and it gets translated back to the US dollar. Well, that's kind of what you're doing. You getting your purchase is getting translated back to, a smaller money price. Now, the thing is, and this is the trick to it, you have to pay it off at the end of the month. My Sam's Club has a zero balance. Why? Because I pay it off. Yes, I spend all of this, but instead of spending the cash, I set the cash to the side so that I can pay that bill. So as soon as it gives me that balance, I go and I pay it off. And it keeps me, it's been boosting my credit. My credit has went up probably about 20 points since I did this. Okay? So I was in the higher 600s. Now I'm in 7. Or at 7. So it boosts my credit score. Another thing I noticed that it did as well is that I get money back. Like right now, I know with Sam's Club it's a little different. You have to actually go in there and tell them to apply it to your balance. So I have to go in there to tell them to apply it to my balance. But I already have, like, just from, I want to say the first 30 or 60 days I was with them, I have like $60 that I need to tell them to put on there. So that's $60 that they basically gave me. I was going to buy whatever it was I bought anyway. And I was going to do whatever it was I did, whether it was at the restaurant with friends or going grocery shopping or whatever it was that I put on that card, I was going to do anyway. But now, because I use this card, I get a discount on gas. I get a discount on restaurants. I get a discount on groceries. I get a discount if I go to Sam's Club. I get a discount from Walmart. So if I go to those stores or those places, you're going to give me money back. So I was already going, and I was going to spend cash. So instead of spending $20 cash, it might be like $19.55. But you like, well, I'm not doing all that for 45 cents. But the thing is, it adds up. It adds up real quick. So if you think about how much money you spend, and you think about all the things that you do throughout your month, because we're not talking about just 1 week, 1 day, or 1 week. But if you think about everything that you spend in a month and what that totals up to, especially if you do budgets, if you do a budget of $800 a month, okay, that's your spending money for like your household or groceries or whatever. Let's say that budget is $800 a month. 5% of that is what, $40? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So is it $40 or let me see. Now I gotta check my math, y'all. Y'all got me wondering now if I did my math right. So let me check my math real quick. I said, let's see, 800 times 0.05, $40. So I did my math right. Yeah, thank you, public school system. But yeah, so that's $40 that you would save. So yeah, it might be 45 cents over here and $3 over there, and you did $16 over there. But at the end of the month, it all adds up, and that's money that comes back to you. Okay, so whatever it was you spent, that $800, you ain't spent $800. You spent 760. 760 sounds a lot better than 800 if you about to go buy something. That $40 with the gas prices going up, that sounds pretty good to go in that gas tank and help you decrease that amount of money that you're spending on that gas. So I'm saying that to hopefully inspire you to do the same. If you have credit cards, then go ahead and start using the credit cards and save your cash so that you can get those rewards that you get from the credit cards. Now, it does take some discipline for this, okay? You cannot sit back and blow up your credit card and then turn around and not pay it, okay? Because when you sit there and you start paying and chipping away at it, that balance is continuing to go up, and it doesn't matter how much they give you back. You doing one of these. They could give you, this is what you spent, and then this is what you pay, and then this is what they give you. And then you get that interest, and then it goes back down. You see what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that whatever it is you're spending, that's what you're paying off in that same month, okay? Or before that billing cycle. I believe what it is like if you spend, like if I was to spend something today, then the billing cycle ends at the end of the month, and I would need to pay it before that end of billing cycle for the next month, because that's what applied. This purchase today applied to the next billing cycle. So look and see what your billing cycle is. Pay attention to all of that, and remember, have some discipline to yourself. So whatever you buy, you have to pay off, okay? Pay it off. We're not going to carry it over. We're not going to collect it. And it's not something you want to hold on to. So that's the part where the discipline comes in. So if you do a monthly budget like you should, although I don't have one, but I'm telling you, if you have a monthly budget, whatever you set aside for that, put it in an envelope, stick it in an envelope and set it to the side and be like, okay, this envelope says food, but have that envelope say whatever it is. This is like Sam's Club credit card. And so you put that money that you budgeted for in that envelope with it. And you put it to the side, and then go through your month, spend the money the way you do, using that card. And then when it comes time at the end of the month and you about to take that money out, pay the card, and put the other one back in there. Put the new money back in there. You get what I'm saying? So just have some discipline with it, but it's a great way to boost your credit. It's also a great way to get money back. Or like I said, if you get ones where you can travel, or like get points on for mileage and stuff, like fly miles and all of that, do that. But as long as it is giving you something that you can use, especially if you can find one that gives you over multiple different things. I think Kroger is another one that will give it to you on gas as well as food. So just look into those credit cards, try to get one of those, and then use that in place of your debit card. Just remember though, before that billing cycle closes, you pay that balance off. And that's going to, like I said, help to boost your credit as well as give you some money back. So you're not actually spending what you actually would have spent if you used cash, because cash is king, right? All right. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you got something out of it, please like, subscribe, and share, because if you got something out of it, chances are someone else will as well. I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.